Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a pretty rough week as far as like pregnancy goes. It's getting better. Yeah, baby. I really haven't been able to eat anything for like the past 2 to 3 weeks without throwing up. And yeah, I'm just dealing with some stuff. And the problem that I'm having isn't even nausea. Like, I'm not nauseous. It's just anytime that I eat something, it's like my body rejects it. Like my stomach rejects it. I can't like get food to just stay down. I don't have like enough room for it, I guess. Even if everybody's like, you gotta eat little meals. And I'm like, I am. I eat like the portion of a bird anymore. And every time I eat, the food's like right here. And I'll try and try and try to not throw up for hours. And it always ends up, I just always end up throwing up. And so, yeah, I've actually lost some weight in the past week, a couple pounds, probably due to that. So I haven't been feeling very good. I've also been feeling pretty dehydrated because I can't even keep water down. And yeah, so I just haven't been feeling good. I've been taking it easy, laying on the couch a lot. That's why I haven't been vlogging, so. But we're gonna vlog today. We're gonna do her. I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do the dang thing. All right, it's been a few hours since I opened the vlog, and I almost stopped vlogging. So I am in town now, and I don't necessarily know what I'm in town for, to be honest, but I have been going through it this morning with my emotions. I've been crying all morning. I cried all last night. I'm just having a hard time lately, like I said earlier. It's not just the throwing up thing like I'm trying to make it seem, but so anyways, I just came into town to get out of the house and do something. So I got myself a Starbucks, per usual. I got myself a little breakfast sandwich. We're kind of just gonna peruse the stores, I guess. I'm gonna look for some Christmas presents, last minute ones that I haven't gotten yet, but yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys. I'm gonna sit here in my car really quick and drink my drink and eat my sandwich and not start crying again. Well, that was a complete disaster. John was a little brat face the whole time. I did not get any Christmas presents for anybody that I wanted to, and I was gonna go to the other stores to get the stuff I knew I needed to get, but John was a lot and people were staring at me, and I don't feel like doing it today. So I'm just gonna wait until Evan gets out of work and then we can go shopping together, or I'll do it another day. Oh. Hi guys. So the last clip that you saw, whatever that may be, I don't even remember, was a few days ago, and I was not in a good state of mind to be filming. I was trying to vlog like a nice, like a good, real, honest, like day in the life video of what my week has been, or what my days have been like the past couple weeks. But I just didn't have it in me to keep vlogging. I got home and I was an emotional wreck, and I'll touch base on that in a second. But so it's a few days later. I'm in a much better headspace today because I got out of the house and I went and hung out with my sister. Being that I'm in just a better state of mind today, I wanted to sit down and talk about what I've been going through the past couple weeks, because you guys kind of got a glimpse of it from the clips that I took the other day, but not really. So I just wanted to go over like some things and explain like why I haven't been very active on YouTube. So I being very open and honest here. I've been dealing with a lot of depression the past couple weeks, and it started over a month ago. I can remember I just started feeling really down and just kind of detached from everything. And I don't want to say I'm feeling sad, because I'm not sad. It's like I'm not feeling anything, if that makes sense. I've been very emotional, and I know that like this can just happen. Hormones during pregnancy are crazy, and sometimes our bodies and our minds just don't know how to, you know, handle them so much. So it happens, it's normal. If anybody else out there is going through this, you're not alone. Just talk to somebody. The worst thing you can do, which is what I've been doing, is keeping it to myself and trying to just handle it. And the worst thing you can do though when you're depressed or feeling that way is keeping it to yourself. It always helps to talk to somebody. It always helps if you have loved ones to reach out to, and I do. I just wasn't letting them in because I didn't want to feel like a burden. So I have been talking to my friends, I talked to my sister, and I feel better. And I know that it's not my fault, but it's been really hard lately. So that's basically why I haven't been so active on YouTube, and I haven't been posting, because I keep trying to pick up the camera and the days have been really hard. And nothing's even happening to like make them hard. They're just hard, like mentally, for me. I don't know why. I'm handling it, I'm doing better, I'm okay. In 2 days, I will be 35 weeks pregnant, and I wanted to go from talking about that to maybe something a little bit more lighthearted. And I got a comment from somebody named Amy. Thank you, Amy, for commenting and asking the questions. I love it when you guys ask questions and give me stuff to like talk about. So that's awesome, thank you. And she asked if I would address some of the more embarrassing pregnancy symptoms, such as like things like gas, or, you know, the fun like farting and stuff like that that comes along with pregnancy. So I made a list of the embarrassing pregnancy symptoms, and I was gonna touch base on them. So moving on from that, Dad, if you're watching, this may not be a video for you. This may be the part where you want to sign off, just saying. So anyways, when it comes to things like gas during pregnancy, know that it's totally normal. It's completely normal. What, baby? It is embarrassing because it's a lot harder to control. You have a baby in there, moving your organs around, shifting things around. It happens, it sucks, but it happens. For me, I didn't really experience that with my first pregnancy. And I haven't had it so much this pregnancy either. A lot more the past few weeks as baby's getting bigger. There's less room for stuff, and it just happens. However, when I was 20 weeks pregnant, I was going grocery shopping. I was out and about with my son, and I started having what felt like insane contractions. But I knew that they weren't contractions because they were up higher in my abdomen. And I was in tears in the grocery store parking lot. Like, I mean, full on tears. I called my sister, I called my best friend. I had no idea what was going on. I knew they weren't contractions because contractions are a lot lower in your belly. And I Googled Braxton Hicks because I never had them with my first son. Again, I think I've told you guys that. But, so I didn't know like where they were. And a lot of people say like Braxton Hicks can be higher up in your abdomen, but they aren't consecutive like that. And these were like happening every few minutes. They hurt so bad. I was in tears. It was awful. I thought something was wrong. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna have to go to like the hospital and get like checked out or something. I didn't know what was going on. So anyways, I ended up calling my doctor. I was terrified. I called my doctor, I left a voicemail. I came home, I laid in bed. It was hard to even drive home. It was terrible. I laid in bed, I was rolling. In bed, I was in agony. John, you know, obviously needed like me, and I just couldn't even. So Evan literally came home from work to take care of John while I just rolled around in bed in agony. The nurse from my doctor's office ended up calling me back, and I was talking to her, I was explaining everything I was feeling. I was scared, I didn't know what was happening. I'd never experienced that before. And she told me it sounded like it was gastrointestinal, and I was like, do you mean like gas? And she was like, yeah, like it could be like some sort of a stomach virus, but like if you've had any diarrhea or anything like that. And I was like, okay, well, I haven't had any diarrhea. Like, I thought, no, I was like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, obviously she's a nurse, she knows what she's talking about, but I was like, this is not gas. Like, I just could not even fathom that like pain like that could come from gas. And I hung up the phone. I was like, that was dumb, that was pointless, that didn't even help me. And then I'm not even kidding you, 2 minutes after, I can't believe I'm talking about this on the internet. 2 minutes after I hung up the phone with her, I farted and I got diarrhea, and I had it for the whole rest of the day. But the fact that things were passing along gave me so much relief, and I didn't feel sick. I didn't have anything like that, so I don't know if it was a virus or what, but yeah, it was gas, essentially. Gas from diarrhea, but it was gas. And it was so agonizing. And that's the thing that sucks, is that gas during pregnancy can be really uncomfortable to the point of like it's painful. Because, I mean, you're literally growing a human. There's a human in there, your intestines are getting moved around. Everything's getting moved around, so things can't move along and flow the way that they normally would. They don't go easier through your intestines. Things don't pass easier, including gas bubbles. And so it can just be really uncomfortable, and it was intense. I thought I was like, I didn't think I was like going into labor or anything, but I thought something was like wrong. They hurt so bad, and it was gas. So that was a lot of fun, but just know, I mean, like, it's normal. Having gas during pregnancy is so normal. I know like all of my friends that have been pregnant complain about it, that they just burp a lot more, burp and fart, and it just like, you just can't stop it. And like I said, I haven't really experienced it other than that like agonizing time up until this point very much. But now that I'm a lot further along this pregnancy, it's happening. Because I mean, the baby's bigger, he's pushing on stuff, and mainly when I'm in bed. It takes every ounce of little bit of ab muscle that I have left to like roll over in bed. I like grunt and groan, and sometimes when you're contracting them abdominal muscles, it just happens. And it's, I wouldn't say embarrassing, because the only person that hears it is my husband, and he doesn't care, but it is like, it's an embarrassing thing. Like, whatever, it happens, but it still sucks. So I hope that that answered your question, Amy, about gas during pregnancy. The next embarrassing pregnancy symptoms that I've probably experienced the most this pregnancy is peeing myself. That's probably the most embarrassing thing that I've experienced this pregnancy, is peeing myself. Because I, from very early on in my pregnancy, very early, like first trimester, could not hold my pee to save my life. Like literally, I would cough, I would sneeze, laugh, anything, and I would just pee. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's a hormone thing that makes you pee like more frequently, but I never, like, even after I had my son and people are like, oh, you can't even like laugh or sneeze without peeing, like blah blah, like women that have had babies say that all the time. I didn't really experience that. I had like a couple times maybe, but not like, Mom. Hi honey. When I was in my first trimester, I got sick more this pregnancy than I think I ever have in my entire life. And I mean like colds, flus, viruses, everything. Like my immune system has been crap this pregnancy. And that's, again, totally normal when you're pregnant. Your immune system is compromised. It sucks. I was just getting colds all the time, so I was sneezing constantly. And so every time I would sneeze or cough, I would pee. And like I said, it was just a little bit like, nothing major, but sometimes, man, sometimes. I can remember one time I was sitting in bed with my husband. We had just changed the sheets, so we were just kind of sitting there for a second. I sneezed and I got up and ran to the bathroom and I said, don't look at the bed. I totally peed on the bed. Like, and he just started laughing and just stripped the sheets that we had literally just replaced. But I just can't hold my freaking pee. I've started like the frequent urination thing just from baby being big again. That's great. That doesn't help with anything. So yeah, anytime I like sneeze, I just pee. And like I'm not peeing myself completely, but it's enough to where like I have to wear a panty liner during the day because I'm afraid that if I go out, I'm gonna pee myself and like I don't wanna have to bring a change of clothes and change in like mire because I peed myself. Like, ugh, it's terrible. It's terrible, it's so annoying and it's so uncontrollable. You'd think you'd be able to just like hold it, but you can't. For those of you that know, you know. For those of you that don't get it, you don't get it. But like, if you know, you know. It sucks. As far as embarrassing pregnancy symptoms go, I'd say those are probably my most top ones. My pregnancies have been fairly easy. I don't want to say easy, I guess, but compared to what a lot of other women go through, I'm very fortunate. I really am. The only thing that stunk about either one of my pregnancies was my first pregnancy. I struggled with, I had really bad dizzy spells and fainting because I have Meniere's disease. Again, I want to touch base again on the depression thing. I'm doing okay. I'm fine. We're making it through, but if any of you out there are dealing with anything like that, please reach out to your loved ones, talk to them, let somebody know how you're feeling that really cares about you, and you'll be surprised people really want to help you. They really do. Nobody wants you to feel that way, and nobody thinks you deserve to feel that way. But anyways, those are my embarrassing pregnancy symptoms, and that's what I've been dealing with for the past some odd weeks, months, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this open, honest, hopefully relatable video. I hope, because I put some stuff out there on the internet today. So you guys better enjoy this one, and you better give it a thumbs up for me because I don't like to talk about this stuff on the internet. I want to be open and honest, but I don't want to talk about this stuff. Okay, so give it a thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.